Hello, dear learners. Welcome to your English class. Today, we are going to talk about adjectives. But before we begin, I want to ask you, have you ever heard the words beautiful, mighty, joyful, obedient, good, funny, golden, red, etc.? I'm sure you might have. So let us discuss what are adjectives, and along with that we are also going to learn about three types of adjectives. So let's begin. Adjective is a word that describes a noun and tells which one, how many, and which kind. Look at the green monster. I ate 2 cupcakes. We went to a fun party. So, adjectives are words that describe or modify other words, and they generally make your writing and speaking much more specific and a lot more interesting. Words like small, blue, and sharp are descriptive, and they are all examples of adjectives. Because adjectives are used to identify or quantify individual people and unique things. They are usually positioned before the noun or pronoun that they modify. And do you know, some sentences also contain multiple adjectives. Adjectives, as we all know, are an important part of speech. They usually describe a person, animal, or thing. They tell us what somebody or something is like. When they describe nouns or pronouns, adjectives typically answer the questions what kind, which one, or how many. These are some common examples of adjectives. Words like angry, young, old, strong, poor, hungry, bored, afraid, worried, and unhappy are all adjectives. They give you additional information or they give you more information about a noun or a pronoun. These are some more examples of adjectives. An adjective often comes before a noun, and this is the most common type that we study. Let us look at these examples. A green car, a dark sky, an interesting story. The words highlighted here are all adjectives, and if you notice carefully, these adjectives come before a noun. The nouns that they modify are car, sky, and story. And sometimes an adjective comes after a verb. My car is green. Here the green color again modifies or gives you more information about the noun car. So what kind of car? Green car. The sky became dark. His story seemed interesting. So again the words highlighted here, green, dark, and interesting, modify the noun or give you more information about the nouns car, sky, and story respectively. But adjectives can also modify pronouns. For example, she is beautiful. Look at some more examples here. They were empty. I thought it seemed strange. Those are not expensive. So the words empty, strange, and expensive are adjectives, and they modify pronouns they, it, and those in these sentences. Let us read about the types of adjectives. So the first one here is adjectives of quality. Dear learners, do you know what is the meaning of quality? Quality means a trait or a characteristic. So, adjectives of quality show the kind or quality of a noun or a pronoun. They are also known as descriptive adjectives. Look at these examples here. She is a tall girl. Calcutta is a large city. This is a bitter medicine. The old crow tried to sing. In all these examples, if you ask the question, what kind? And the answer that you will get will be adjective of quality. What kind of girl? Tall girl. What kind of city? Large city. What kind of medicine? Bitter medicine. And what kind of crow? Old crow. Adjective is a word that describes a noun and tells which one, how many, and which kind. Look at the green monster. I ate 2 cupcakes. We went to a fun party. So, adjectives are words that describe or modify other words, and they generally make your writing and speaking much more specific and a lot more interesting. Words like small, blue, and sharp are descriptive. Next, we are going to learn about adjectives of quantity and adjectives of number. Please pay attention here. In some books, you will find only adjectives of quantity, wherein adjectives of number is a part of adjectives of quantity. Whereas in some books, you will find both of them mentioned separately. So, as far as naming the adjectives is concerned, you can follow what is given in your book. But this is important because you need to understand both the types of adjectives. So, let us begin by understanding what are adjectives of quantity. Adjectives of quantity show how much of a thing is meant. Adjectives of quantity answer the question, how much? Look at these examples here. She ate some rice. He has lost all his wealth. I have enough sugar. The bottle is full of water. Next is adjectives of number. Adjectives of number show how many persons or things are meant, and they also indicate in what order a person or thing stands, and this is in case of ordinals like first, second, and so on. So now we know that adjectives of number answer the question, how many? For example, there are few days left for your exam. There are not enough spoons. There are 5 pencils on the table. Today is the first day of this session. Now, after reading about both adjectives of quantity and adjectives of number, let us try to compare them and find when do we use adjective of quantity and when do we use adjectives of number. Look at the first example here. She ate some rice. How much rice? He has lost all his wealth. How much wealth? I have enough sugar. How much sugar? And the bottle is full of water. How much water? So here in all these examples, you will see that we have used the term how much. Let's move on to adjectives of number. There are few days left for your exam. How many days? There are not enough spoons. How many spoons? There are 5 pencils on the table. How many pencils? Today is the first day of this session. Which day? And in this case, it specifies order. So if you look at these examples carefully, you will see that we have used how much and how many for these adjectives. Let us try to understand when do we use how much and when do we use how many. Let us read about the types of adjectives. So the first one here is adjectives of quality. Dear learners, do you know what is the meaning of quality? Quality means a trait or a characteristic. So, adjectives of quality show the kind or quality of a noun or a pronoun. They are also known as descriptive adjectives. Look at these examples here. She is. Adjective is a word that describes a noun and tells which one, how many, and which kind. Look at the green monster. I ate 2 cupcakes. So children, I hope you have understood the 3 types of adjectives well. We have studied about adjectives of quality, quantity, and number. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Thank you so much for watching, children. Take care. Bye-bye.